I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much, y'all. I'm doing too much. I done mess around and stop the stream, trying to pretty much figure out how to get folks lined up into this thing. But hopefully, hopefully y'all can join back here. I gotta literally step outside, y'all. I done mess around and got hot up in my house. So, uh, woo. Feels pretty good out here. I should have been out here I should have done the show from out here, y'all. No, that was good stuff. Like I said, I really want to make the the live feed itself more interactive, anyways. And so playing with that and understanding how I can bring you guys on live is something I needed to do. So I appreciate y'all kind of going through that with me here. At the end of the day, the topics are still very relevant. We've had some great conversation today about, I think, probably one of the most important consumer products known to man, which is a smartphone. And I am always interested in furthering the knowledge of this product with people, knowing the importance of it and it in our children's lives. This is something that if we are not putting time into, can easily get away from us and affect our children in some very negative ways. It's equally a wonderful tool to use, provided you understand the power of it and know how to use it. Many folks, I think, are simply doing what technology does, or simply doing what other folks are doing when we equip our children with the smartphone, and not necessarily taking into consideration the folks on the students that might be using it and their knowledge of how to properly use it. So, very good conversations. I think one of the things that I still wanted to follow up with was, what everybody finds useful, about your smartphones. I can't tell you enough that it's pretty simple for me. I'm basically all about the calendaring, the alarm clocks, all the other apps that we use on here are amazing. I take that back. I couldn't live without my banking application. I probably, of course, couldn't live without email like most of us if you use this thing for work. Text messaging ain't that big of a deal for me, although I use it quite a bit, as well, as this is pretty much one of the ways in which we communicate with our children and most other people. But it's those basic productivity tools that I think is the most important thing to me as far as the smartphone is concerned. Now, I'm sure that others might rank, and especially if you're under 30, under 20, you're probably ranking social media as that most important thing. We get that. But at the end of the day, it is really about the fact that this is a wonderful tool, and when used properly can really make a difference in our lives, can make a difference in bettering our lives, and empower us to do great things should we decide to take the platform and use it that way. This will be a topic that we will have forever, because this is a technology that will never go away. I think what I might do in a future series is maybe even bring some very cool devices onto the show and talk about some pros and cons. Unfortunately, most of us have smartphones and only use about 10% of them. And so, that might be a topic of discussion, a tutorial, something of that nature. I didn't want to bore people, though, with a techie type show, if you will, to where ultimately all you're doing is, doing an overview of a particular product. I really wanted to make sure that this was about dialogue and it allowed us to have some good conversation as well. So now this is good stuff, to say the least. I'm gonna still play with this camera thing a little bit. There's my cousin Candy out there.
I'm back again.
You back again. I love
It
it. That
just,
was easy.
yep, came up.
So once I said add, you were able to just come right in.
Yeah, according to what I just saw, you can whoever's on the side, your viewers, you swipe it and choose which one you want. But from what I can see, you can only do one at a time.
Ah, that's what it is. I thought I saw somebody, it must have been a different app though, doing and it was like groups of people all on there.
It's possible. It's just
Yeah.
what I read. So real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you swipe
Got you.
somebody else, you might eliminate me and bring somebody else up.
Oh, is it just that easy, you think? Let me see.
I,
Let me try something. Um, View comments, let me bring those back. No, they don't swipe very easy. So it just says it's request to be in your broadcast is open. I see people there. You're in. I've said add. It's kind of funny because some of this is grayed out. Add viewers to be in your broadcast. So they're here, but that doesn't let me add. I think you might be right. If there is one person in, it makes you wait until that person is clear. And I think I'm doing them one at a time. I think. But where my Facebook Live, fans at that work with this platform, Ain't nobody got no definitive answers on how to manipulate this in real time? We'll see. I don't see no comments on that one. I think they all just watching.
it's all a learning process.
It's all in fun, and this is why I do it on Saturday. This is a good day where we all pretty much just doing a little bit of nothing. At least I am. It's the one day that I have that's mine, so this is a good time to figure it out and learn. And I'm going to try doing some of these broadcasts from different locations. I actually almost went to T-Mobile today and did this one. Just to bring a little flair to the table, but we'll figure it out. We're gonna have fun with this thing. It ain't that serious, but more importantly, I'm having fun just doing it. Herbie said he ain't got a clue. Where you at, James Spain? Uvu, what is that?
That's another one of them apps, TC.
Oh, not another. And this is my Microsoft friend. Spain, have you converted yet? Did you convert? Are you really still over there on this Microsoft platform? I have to check on my boy. This is one of my old Air Force buddies here. One of my oldest Air Force buddies. Okay, so Herbie sent me a request. Send your request. Let me see.
I'm gonna log off, see what happens.
Okay, cool. Ah, this is Herbie. All right, Herbie, what's good, sir? Your
I guess
video.
I got rid of Lenny.
Yeah, man, you just bumped your boy out. What we figured out is it's one at a time.
Okay. I'm out. Have a good day.
Okay, I appreciate it though, man. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's uh-huh. That's what it is, y'all. It's one at a time. Yeah, mom, you want to help me? Spain is Spain. You hating Android like that? Come on, man. All right, y'all. Y'all want to see my mom come in here? I don't know if we can get her to do it. Mom, do you know how to? I can't even help you on this one. I'm still figuring it out. You know how to join on video, Mom? I think I've just like right there. It says adding. I think now all you got to do is click it. Good deal, oh Herb over there in Paulding County.
There I am.
There's my mom. Look at you.
How you doing?
You figured it out, Mom.
Yeah,
How are
see?
you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm good. I'm sitting here shredding papers.
Oh, I
trying
can
to get
only imagine.
trying to get yeah, I'm
You
trying to
cleaning
get some
out your
stuff
office?
put in. Huh?
Oh, are you cleaning out your office?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
It's
All right.
terrible.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
you just can't keep everything, Mom. You can't keep everything.
that's what I'm doing. I'm throwing it out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna
Some
be
kids
when you
could read.
comment.
Some kids could read them books.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
I got
Listen,
to get
I
rid
know.
of them.
I know there's a problem there in terms of you holding on to things, because I saw the encyclopedias that we had when we was in grade school still at the house. Why, Mom, they don't, Britannia is out of business, I'm sure. Why are those there?
I know. I'm working on it.
Oh, gotta let them go. Just let it go.
Yeah, I am. I'm working on it. Pray for me.
Oh.
Okay, you get somebody else on. Let me keep working.
Okay. All right. We'll
All
talk
right.
to you later. Love you.
Okay. Love you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. That's my mom, y'all. She is just an amazing woman. I am who I am because of her. She's also like this major reader and researcher, and she don't like letting no information go. She's got like libraries full of books and stuff, and articles from clippings from the man. I saw something at the house last time. Man walks on the moon. She's got the actual newspaper, y'all. It's just good stuff. Yeah. Encyclopedias were like furniture, bro. You're right. Everybody had some. You had to go is just say, Google, what is such and such? They just don't notice. They don't know the struggle. They don't know the struggle. Uh-oh, this is my Aunt Dorothy. Let me see if I can get my Aunt Dorothy to come on here. So it says, I've approved her. I'm adding her. And Dorothy, it shows that I'm adding you, but I think you need to turn on a camera or something here and connect to me. I don't see a camera on your link. We'll see. Danielle, where's my buddy? How y'all doing out there? Also Agile on. Where's Mr. Panico? Bring them on camera. I want to bring everybody on camera. Y'all accept these. Let's all get on camera. I'm going to bring y'all on one or two at a time. I could have y'all all tell a funny story about TC, but I don't know. Some of y'all might clown. Hey, Danielle, how you doing? Who we got over here? Who's this? Oh, there's my... No camera. You got a camera. You just don't want to, you don't want to turn it on. All right, y'all. If y'all having bad hair days, that's what hats are about. Okay, it's Saturday. There's my cousin Candy.
Oh my God, I wouldn't have came on if I knew I was gonna look like
It's a bad hair day, girl. Get a hat and call it a day. Your hair look great. You look fine.
I just wanted to see if I could do it.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I said if I can do it, I can do it.
Right. There you go. That was the challenge, y'all.
Okay, so everybody can do it if I can do it.
That's a good challenge. I love it.
All right, I'll let somebody else get on.
Okay,
love you.
Talk to you. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
All right. This is more fun watching y'all come in on this live chat, that's for sure. So here's my other cousin, Twady. Let me see if Twady can come up. And then, wow, Connie Little from high school. Hey, Connie. Y'all believe it or not, my wife is calling me. Let me see if I can answer my phone. All righty. I'm back. This is really cool. Hey, Twady, how are you? Had to come outside, y'all. I got overheated in the house. And again, Connie and Irma. Haven't seen you in a minute, Miss Irma. They're in New York. It's good just to see who's joined. I mean, I don't think all of these people are still here. If they are, again, welcome to the feed, you guys. Right now, we're just playing with a little bit of the technology as I really kind of explore the Facebook much and wanted to really see what some of the capabilities were. We had some really good discussions earlier around the three topics that I had today, which were around smartphone technology, parenting with smartphones, and smartphone safety for your children, things that you need to think about. And then my final question were just really around, what's one of the greatest tools or things that you use your smartphone for. I think this is a topic that all of us can probably share in some shape, form, or fashion, because it has so much to do with our lives every day. So I really just appreciate everybody's comments. There's Catrice Stovall and Gloria Cox. What's going on, peoples? Appreciate y'all on the screen live. Let's see if Catrice is out there. See tons of people. Oh, well, look who just walked up. My daughter's cat. There's Lola. Lola, where you been? This is the cat that runs. What are you doing, cat? Where are you going? Right now, she could really care less. She just simply wants to go in the house. Lola, what are you doing? Come here. Come say hi. I am not feeling the love over here. Lola could care less. Lola, come here. What are you doing? Where you been? You gonna say hi? She ain't really in a talkative mood right now. I don't know where she been. Half the time she at other people's houses. We got a little collar on her with my daughter's phone number. A while back we got a call from the neighbors, said, hey, we just want y'all to know Lola's over here and she's safe, and we just figured we'd call because we see y'all number on the back of her collar. So this cat is absolutely unbelievable. All right, you going inside? Are you going to say hi to people, Lola? I need you to say hi. You're not going to say hi? Y'all, she got a GPS collar, but it ain't even on, so she just been wandering. All right, she said, let me in the house. Hilarious. Day in the life of TC on a Saturday, y'all. That's basically where we at this point. So no, this was really good conversation. I really enjoyed chatting with most of y'all. I'm not gonna, keep y'all too much longer. I mean, we done had some fun on here talking about some decent conversations. I think part of this was just exploring this platform a little bit. I definitely think that it has some great features that I'll be able to use in future conversations. And then more importantly, I really want to find a way to make this thing a little bit more interactive. I don't think that there's a total value in just having a monologue type discussion, although a lot of this was built around me just doing editorials and kind of sharing. But I would love to basically have you guys join in on this thing from time to time in a live feed manner as well. Hey, Catrice, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Good stuff. Mr. Jimmy Dixon wants to just jump in now. Jimmy, what's going on, sir? You wasn't even on my feed today, man. We on the back side of this thing, just having fun. It's lagging, you guys are saying. Really? Don't really know what that's about. I know y'all don't want me to push the button and pause this thing because we done been there once today as well. It's about 50 something, Gloria, here in Atlanta. No, Jimmy, it's 3:00 every Saturday, EST. 3:00. Jimmy, I think I'm going to do one from the barbershop. Maybe next Saturday. I'm going to do my live stream from the barbershop because, the barbershop is where we solve all the world's problems. And I think if I come up there, we can have conversations and change the world, right? Okay, my words are 5 seconds behind. That's crazy. Let me try Since we're trying stuff, y'all stay with me. I'm going to switch networks and go to my Wi-Fi network. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but let's see what happens. So right now we're just trying things. Hey, Nisha, my other cousin from Detroit there just jumped in. We are just simply exploring some features here on Facebook Live. We had some great conversations earlier today around some smartphone safety for parenting. I definitely would advise all of you guys to go look. And I think I messed around and pushed a button and stopped the first feed. So you're going to see multiple feeds on my page today. But go listen to some of that. I mean, it is an area that I've spent a lot of time working in, and hopefully those are some tidbits that we can give you guys to make a difference in your parenting those students with smartphones. On the real, I don't really mean to make that like it's not an important subject. You're right, Connie. Technology is absolutely beyond crazy. Bananas would be the word. And it is not about to slow down anytime soon. Guys, I just switched over to my Wi-Fi network. Has the video and audio got back in sync, or are you still seeing and hearing a delay? All this technology. Yep, here we are. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody comment to me and let me know if that's still out of sync. See a number of you still popping in and out. I really appreciate that. There's my little nephew who I've been wanting to talk to, Mr. G. How are you? Yes, sir. Texas Village. Yep. How should a child? How old should a child be to have a smartphone these days, Gloria? Gloria, I think somewhere between 5th and 6th grade is. I think it's really about not just how old they are, but it is about what measures you take to put in place to keep them safe. It's okay for a 5th, 6th grader or so to have a phone, and there needs to be a purpose. This phone is for you to be able to reach me when you're away or after school, in between school and home. And there are things that you should take upon as a parent to protect them. Something I didn't talk about specifically for you parents with students with smartphones that are probably under 10th, 11th grade, I'm going to say. And this is up to you and your household if you want to put these rules in place. There are smartphone monitoring software solutions out there that I would highly advise you to go look into. You can do a search. I used to publish a top 10 list, but it constantly changes and a few companies have gone out of business. But look for smartphone monitoring software, smartphone safety monitoring software. There are various softwares that you can add to your child's phone that will give you the ability to do some policing, to do some parenting. You can lock down certain features. More importantly, you can monitor features. You can monitor text messages. You can monitor email traffic. You can monitor social media traffic. Those things allow you the power to have an influence in a child's life. You simply telling Johnny and little Susie not to do something, you all know better than that. That in and of itself is not going to get it. You need a means of inspecting what you expect. And so after you've had the conversation, because everything starts with a conversation with your child, don't just invade their privacy, take their privacy, explain to them that this is how I'm going to protect you. That's the cost of having this equipment. And then by installing this technology, you TC's technology is looking like, girl, you crazy, Michelle. By installing this technology, it gives you now some controls to parent, because without it, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, most of our students know far more than we do about these devices. So research those. They have them where you can install on one device, multiple devices. You'll receive copies of the things that they're doing. When you inform your student that this is part of having a smartphone, your student will automatically curtail his behavior, because at that point he knows every text message that I send, my parents can see this. Every text message I receive, they can see it. If they're old enough to be on social media, and we need to start taking that serious as well. Everybody don't need to be on social media. Your fifth grader, your sixth grader probably don't need to be on social media. Social media should really be starting around 15, 16 years of age. We let our kids do whatever, and it's really, really not safe nor healthy. And so putting those kinds of things in place, because a phone is not a cheap device. It's very serious device. It's very serious technology. It should be mandatory that you invoke monitoring software and have a conversation with your student about what you expect. And if they don't do what you expect, you need to be removing these devices from their hands. Bad kids running around doing whatever they want shouldn't have smartphones, as far as I'm concerned. And then know that there is still a risk and a danger anytime you enable a student with a smartphone, because you've empowered him with the world in his hand. Internet is a crazy place. You all know that. Most of us have spent a lot of time just trying to monitor computer time. And in the world of smartphone is 10 times worse than what the computer was sitting at the desk in the hallway. Can any of the monitoring software be used to monitor Snapchat? That's a little tricky, Connie, because Snapchat is designed to basically pop up and remove itself. But you may want to check. It's possible, but I'm not real sure on that one. I will tell you this. Here's another reason why you guys need to be careful with your children. Just from the legal perspective of this thing, there are many new laws that are finally catching up with smartphone use and technology. Here in Georgia, they passed a great law that says we can't even touch our phones in the car. I'm totally for it. Although I kind of broke the law last week a little bit because I ran a stream with my car in my car. All right, y'all gonna have to give me a pass on that one. But you should not even touch your phone while you're driving. It is a distraction. And there are too many people that have died because somebody is foolishly fooling with a phone. But along with that, the laws are beginning to catch up in terms of prosecuting people. And sometimes, because it's not a mature technology, children. What do I mean by that? There is and still is a big problem with young people sending inappropriate images, videos, messages. Thank God we didn't have phones when we was 16, 17, but they do. And so therefore, anything you could imagine, they're sending. The problem with that is the law looks at it all the same. So if a student, 17, 18, is sending inappropriate images, y'all know what I'm talking about, to another student, wherever that information resides, those kids can be prosecuted for that. I worked for 3 years for a company called Celebrite. Celebrite is the leading mobile forensics computing company in the world. Actually, some of my colleagues were on here earlier. This is a technology used by most law enforcement, all federal agencies, FBI, Secret Service, NSA, FBI, you name it. If they got 3 letters, they use this solution for accessing mobile devices, right? So when we catch bad guys, they can break into those phones, they can extract information, they can read back information. And here's what you need to know about mobile forensics. And so this will scare some parents as well. Listen up closely. Everything you've ever done on your smartphone is still in your smartphone. Let me say that again, because some parents probably got a little shaky. Every text message, every Instagram, every instant messaging client, everything you've ever done on your phone, although you thought you deleted it, is still in your phone. I'm gonna let that marinate for some of y'all. Some of y'all are trying to microwave your phone right now. That says we need to think 3 or 4 times before we type anything, send anything from our smartphones. Equally, we need to empower our children to know that just because you delete something doesn't mean it's gone. If you get caught up in a situation and law enforcement gets a hold of this phone, we can pull that up. I used to do it every day. We're the company that broke into the terrorist phones to make sure we knew what they was doing. We're the company who, looked in Trayvon Martin's phone, and we take I used to. They take high profile cases, terrorist attacks, any of that stuff where they get a phone and need to access it. They can break it and they can retrieve anything that ultimately hit that actual memory. So if your kids know that this technology is there, you need to empower them to think differently about what they do with a phone, what you send from a phone. Just because you deleted it doesn't mean anything. It's still in the phone. Internet is forever. We all know that. Some of our students don't understand that. Once something gets posted, no matter how many times somebody takes it down, somebody else can pull it back up because it's sitting on a server somewhere in the world. Because nothing goes from point A to point B. There are many hops along the way, and therefore anybody could have access to something that you put up and now you're embarrassed about. Not to mention social media platforms are being monitored by jobs, colleges, credit bureaus, any and everybody, summarizing the content of an individual based on your social media activities and platform access. So if you got kids doing stupid stuff, especially our teenagers, and even through your 20s, that content can be retrieved, pulled back, and held against them in some shape, form, or fashion. A job may not hire you. You don't know why. Here's the other big issue with that. Our students are so caught up just wanting to have, many friends as possible. You could put up a picture of the boogeyman, send it to your child, and they would like it and accept it and let that person have access to their stuff just so they can increase how many people following them. Those images could be anything and everybody, and they are. So you got colleges monitoring your high school student who thinks they're going to Ohio State University, but all of a sudden they get rejected. Why? Because somebody got wind of them and was following them, through their last couple of years of high school and found out that they're crazy. They wilding out and they ain't got good parenting. And if they do, the parents ain't aware of what their social media life is. That's really what it is. I don't think parents are bad. I just think parents are clueless a lot of times into what our students are doing in a social media environment. So the rule of thumb is if your kids are on Facebook, you need to be on Facebook. And by the way, they ain't on Facebook. But if your kids are on Snapchat, you need to be on Snapchat. If your kids is on Instagram, you need to be on whatever the new platform is. If your kids are on it, you need to be on it. So you can monitor and parent your children in cyberspace. That's part of the new rule, the new order of the day, parenting in cyberspace. It's not enough to go to work and come home every day and make sure they got food and make sure their iPhone bill is paid and not necessarily know what they're doing on the iPhone. It's a different world that we live in, and therefore we have to think differently about it. We have to think differently about how we parent. And smartphone technology, wireless technology in general, is never going to leave us. So now is not the time to put your head in the sand and say, I'm not going to deal with it. It is the subject that I've spent most of my life in, and I plan to do more work with it. Hopefully publishing a book that I've already finished writing. Just a lot of stuff that I want to do, but you know how it is. It gets a little crazy. Mr. Milo LaVelle, I'm going to see if I can't bring my boy Lolo on. Lo, I want you to come on live chat with me here, man. Let me see. He may already be gone. So bring him on camera. See if I can make this work. Nah, I don't think he's here anymore. No answer from video. Yeah, some of y'all having bad hair days, and that's why y'all don't want to join me. I know what's going on. I know. It's Saturday. Some of y'all done just rolled out the bed, and y'all ain't trying to be on video. Get your hats and go on and accept the video so y'all can come in and comment. And it's okay if you can't do it. I understand. Just checking. Well, look here, y'all. I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. I think I see my boy Milo done popped up again. Milo, I don't know if you're really watching or not. If you're watching, say something. Tell me that you're out there. He done got quiet on me. I don't know what he's doing. Well, this has been good, though. Hopefully, you guys actually really got some information that can help. Again, I think this is a great topic to talk about, even periodically, as technology changes, as you all know. So, you know, it's smartphones today. It'll be something else tomorrow. And ultimately, we as just parents of students using this technology need to have a level of understanding in order to be able to protect them and make sure that they're doing the right thing with this technology that can be as important for excelling them in life and then equally damaging them if we're not in tune with all the things that it can do for them. So look here, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today here. It's been fun. I just wanted to basically get on here and continue the movement of having some live chats on Saturday at 3 p.m. I am way over my time today. My goal is normally to be right around 45 minutes to an hour, take some Q&A, and then ultimately let you guys make some comments back and forth. We will start bringing a few of you in on live video from time to time as well. I think there's some value in that. We had a chance to explore and play with that a little bit today. But you know, other than that, I think I'm going to basically call this one a wrap. This is EP3 of the CS files, which is simply about common sense. And we all know that common sense ain't common. And so I'm your boy TC, the wireless guru, who's trying to just bring you a little bit of that into your life today and hopefully bring a little knowledge that you can do something with. And I think we can all use a little bit more knowledge, that's for sure. So again, y'all make sure you mark your calendars and join me every Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, different topics, different conversations. We're going to have some fun with some live chat, bringing some of you on video, and just see where this thing goes. It ain't that serious. It's Saturday, y'all. You can either join me or not. It don't matter. You chilling. It's the best day of the week. It's all good. Connie, thank you as well. Connie, it'd be good to see you. I have not seen you since high school. That's so cool to see you on here. And I appreciate you joining and supporting. And that's for sure. And spread the word. Tell everybody in N82 to come check your boy out. Let's make this thing big. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to call it a day and go enjoy the rest of my Saturday, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing today, but it's Saturday, so it really don't matter. So y'all have a good one. Have a great week. Look forward to talking to you guys next Saturday, 3 p.m. right here on the CS Files. It's your boy TC. Y'all take care. Talk to you soon. Peace.